Hey everyone, Sanjay here from Contriver podcast. You are listening to Consan Show, episode number 151, and in this episode we are going to discuss about BI triangles, and let's get started. Never listen to any advice. That's the advice that I want to give. These are nothing but you practice, you'll become an expert one. Your network is your net worth. But I don't know how to start. Just start. So what is a BI triangle? To be true, in my opinion, BI triangle is nothing but a blueprint of your entire business plan. That is what I consider as a BI triangle. BI triangle, I'm not an author of BI triangle. It's been taught by Robert T. Kiyosaki to me. I have read many of his books. It could be Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, Rich Dad's Guide to Investment, and Rich Kid, Smart Kid, Retire Young, Retire Rich. Plenty of books, probably 6 to 7 of his books, and out of that I have learned many things. Out of that, this is one of that one particular thing. It will appear on the screen over here. If you are listening to the podcast, make sure you just check the artwork of this particular podcast. That is called as BI triangle. I'll just explain you about BI triangle. What is a BI triangle? BI triangle is nothing but a business and an investor triangle. What does that really mean? When you are just starting a business, when you are just investing into a business, make sure this particular elements, these 8 elements are present in this particular business. So if you have this particular elements, it's damn sure that your business will be an awesome business. And first thing is, for a business, you might feel like no matter whichever business I start or no matter whichever business that people start, first thing that you need to worry about is the product. No, not really that. Product is just a tip of the iceberg. As this picture says, product is just a tip of the iceberg. It's in the top. That is the thing that people see. But below the product, down there are plenty of things other than the product. It could be something like legal, system, communication, cash flow. These 4 things are the only thing that really makes out a product a great product or a business a great business. So I'll just explain that one by one. I'll explain it as quick as possible. So cash flow. How do you get the cash flow? Where do you get that particular cash flow? If you just invest that particular cash, just calculate everything that you really need in this particular business, including if you are just setting an office, make sure you just write down how much a pen in that particular office would cost. You have to analyze all that, and you have to multiply 20% of the entire amounts, the employees, the inventory, and the office rent, advance, and many things. There are plenty of things that you really get in one particular business. It could be the raw materials, machines, and the 5 M's. You guys know that, right? Including everything, you just calculate that, and that is the cash flow. That is the trickiest part that everyone comes under. And coming back to the thing, cash flow is the base of your particular business. Once you get enough cash flow, you need to multiply that with the 20%. That is called as a miscellaneous. No matter how many things that you really calculate, you just include some 20%. Why is that? Because you don't really understand how many things do you need in your entire business. There would be some situation where you need extra cash. That's the reason I add 20% of miscellaneous in my entire business plan. The next thing is communication. How do you communicate to your customer? Is it an online business? Is it an offline? Do you set a store? Do you set do you call them, or how do you really communicate your customers? Is it via digital marketing or something else? So once you're done with the communication, move on to the system. So system is something that is very important in the entire business. Why? It's because I'll tell you. So let's say you're just manufacturing a pen. I don't have my favorite cup over here. It's in my office. You're just manufacturing a cup. You're just manufacturing a pen. And how do you really manufacture this? And how do you deliver this to your customer? Is it online? Is it offline? And how do you really manufacture this? This doesn't have a refill. This pen, this is a use and throw pen. This doesn't have a refill. And that is the system that you are developing in your particular product. How do you really deliver your particular product? That is really important, and that is what I wanted to insist a lot. the entire system of your particular business. Plan it well. It should be a great system that no competitor can ever copy. That should be the system that you need to develop. And once you are done with the system, make some legal documents. It's just to prove that you are running that particular business successfully, or you are just eligible to run that particular business. Get some license, get some certification, and get some quality check of your particular product. Manufacture it one or two, and get a qualified certification for that particular product, and then launch that particular product to your particular market. All these are the steps to reach that particular tip of that pyramid called as product. And the boundary of this entire BI triangle is nothing but team leadership and mission. So mission is at the base again. Why? Is because mission of your entire business is completely important. How long would you take to make this business as IPO? Would you sell this business after 10 years, or would you just make it as an IPO, or would it just continue as a private limited, or as a partnership firm or something else? You need to understand the business. After 10 years, after 5 years, how your business would be, what's the end goal of your business. You need to answer that one particular thing. And the team. So how many people, the inventory, the human resource, how many people would you need to work on this particular project or work on this particular business to make this business as a successful one? So you need to understand that the team is very important. As I said, people are the most important thing in an entire business. And leadership. Who be the leader in this particular business? You might be the investor of that particular business. Who be the CEO? Who be the managing partner? Who be the managing director of this particular business? Who be the CFO? Who controls the cash? All that comes under leadership. You need a huge leader team when you are just controlling a huge firm. So Jeff Bezos doesn't control every cash flow in his particular business, right? So who be the leader in your entire business? So you need to understand all that. Once you're done with all this, once you can answer all these questions, the BI triangle is over here. Once you plan everything, write down the valued numbers. How many team do you need? How many legal stuffs do you need? How many cash do you need? How many the system, what is the system that you frame? And once you're done with all that, how many leaders do you need? How many partners do you need? And how many team members? What's the mission? Once you're done with, once you clearly clarify everything, once you clearly identify everything, each and everything in your entire business, then that's the right time to start your business. Without this, starting a business is literally suicide, guys. So try understanding everything. That's the reason I stick a BI triangle in my room too, and I have the same thing in a bigger scale in my office, in my chamber. So I'll be looking at that once I get a new business idea. Does this business satisfy everything? Can I just answer everything in this triangle? If I did so, I'll just go through, I'll just start that particular business. I'll make a firm decision that okay, I can do this. So that is how our business starts. So before starting the business, make sure you get ready with all this. Product is just if you have a great system, that means you will be having a great product. If you have a great team, that means you'll have a great product. If you have a great communication, marketing comes under communication, guys. If you have a great marketing, if you have a great selling team, that means you have a great product. Product is just a tip of iceberg. There are people who are literally selling pet frogs, and there are people who are literally selling bullshit online. Trust me, this is happening. You can just Google it. Cards Against Humanity. That's the company name. They literally sold bullshit on Black Friday. On Black Friday sale. You can Google it and that is how people are. You need to understand, if you have a great marketing team, if you have a great team, if you have a great communication team, if you have a great cash flow, you can sell anything. The product is the least most important in an entire business. The product might be anything, but how do you sell that? How do you prepare? What's the background work that you do to sell that particular product is really important in a business. So make sure you guys get it done, get it right, and you can have a great business on that particular thing. Yep, it's a long video, I know that, and no shout out in this video, but I'll give you a shout out to everyone who comments on my particular video episode, my particular podcast, or my particular images in Instagram. I'll make sure I'll give you a shout out. You could be the next one who gets a shout out in my particular video. And yeah, until then, it's me Sanjay signing off from Contriver podcast. Meet you guys in my next podcast. Thank you guys. See you at the top. Bye bye.